In a small village in West Africa, the story of Kwame unfolds, revealing a life marked by sorrow and regret. Kwame lived alone in a weathered hut on the village's outskirts. Once known for his kindness and generosity, he had become a figure of sternness and isolation. Children avoided his home, and villagers passed by with wary glances. Kwame, sitting outside his hut, wore a permanent scowl, his demeanor reflecting the deep bitterness that had taken hold of him over the years. While the village thrived with activity and flourishing crops, Kwame's land was barren and neglected. He watched from a distance, his face a mask of envy and loneliness. The joy and community that once filled his life were now distant memories, replaced by the stark reality of his self-imposed isolation. As time passed, Kwame's health deteriorated. His once vibrant garden had withered, reflecting his own physical and emotional decline. Despite the villagers' offers of help, Kwame's pride and anger kept him from accepting it. His frail body and the state of his home were clear signs of a life spent in bitterness and solitude. In his final days, Kwame lay in his dimly lit hut, the flickering light of a small oil lamp casting shadows on his weary face. As he looked around at the emptiness of his home, he was overwhelmed with regret. The loneliness he had cultivated over the years weighed heavily on him, and he wished he could turn back time to embrace the love and connection he had once pushed away. When Kwame passed away, the village gathered near his dilapidated hut to mourn. The village chief and other villagers, despite having kept their distance in his later years, felt a deep sadness for the life Kwame had lived. The setting sun cast long shadows over the village, symbolizing the end of Kwame's lonely existence and the sorrow for what might have been. As night fell, the villagers gathered around a crackling fire, their faces illuminated by its warm glow. They spoke softly about Kwame's life, recalling his earlier days of kindness before the tragic fire that claimed his family. The village chief and elders discussed how grief and anger had consumed him, leading to his isolation. They wondered if they could have done more to help him and expressed regret over his lonely demise. The conversation was filled with empathy and a collective wish to learn from Kwame's story, highlighting the importance of compassion and community.